Hey Reefers, we're going to talk about lighting in this episode. I have two Orphic bars. The first one is a Reef Day, and then that's a Blue Plus. And then for my two T5 bars, T5 bulbs, I have a Blue Plus and a Coral Plus. That way I have the blue with the coral and the coral with the blue. And that's what it looks like with both the bars and the T5 on. Get in close, kind of highlight a couple coral for you. Jacko. This could I show off? Oh, yeah. We'll focus in on this guy, see what this guy looks like under the other ones. That guy, I gotta figure out that one's name because I love even though it's fairly simple, I love the looks of it. Slow burn, I don't know why I love this guy so much, but it's just cool. It's not as bright and beautiful as some of the other Jason Fox Montes, but I just love it. Alright, well, and the best way to look at my Walt Disney is from this angle. There we go. That's the best viewing angle of it. Along with some other pretty corals. Nasotang always looks beautiful. Handsome. He's a boy. He prefers to be called a boy anyway. I don't want to tell him what he is. A very pretty tail, we see that. I wish I could get in closer on that, but okay, so that's what the tank looks like with everything on. I have my Apex Fusion up on my iPad, so now I'm going to let's turn off T5. Okay, so see the switch, and as you can tell, it got a lot darker in there. It's still showing the fluorescence of all the. That's even too bright. All right, yeah, I think that looks even better. That's the problem with T5. They just make corals look so great. But you have to have that nice big blanket of coverage. Oh yeah, and they just keep running into each other, causing those white spots, but happy to see it, because that means growth. Alright, so let's get in on that slow burn again. And this is with the Reef Day and the blue on the Orphic bars. Let's get back over here, show you that Walt Disney again. Not making out as much yellow in the polyps with just the bars. Let's see. And I could kind of pick up more of the blue-green on the top of the Aquaman. I think the polyps even looked oranger. Alright, so let's go back to, we will turn off OR2 blue. So this is just the day bar. This is essentially a mini Orphic Atlantic. At this point, far less blue, actual spectrum that you'd actually use. I was thinking about just getting 3 of these for over the tank, as it does provide beautiful light. Still unsure of what I'm gonna do yet though. Even pinker on the edges, I think. kind of gets that, I hate to call it dull, but it's a kind of a more muted color on the older growth. Let's go to Aquaman here. I'm not really picking up much of that green blue. Getting plenty of flow from that new MP40. Yeah, not that much yellow there either. Alright, so. Alright, Alex, you like this OR2 day bar? How would it look like with T5s on? And it did lighten up quite a bit. That's partially because the OR2 is so far forward that things like this purple stylo weren't getting much of that light. It wasn't focused too hard on it. It's not coming down at it. It just wasn't enough lighting in my, just one bar shouldn't be enough lighting for a 125 gallon. But this provides the spectrum that I think I like most of all. I think there it looks a little bit darker than in actuality. That's, yeah, that looks pretty good. Lightened it up a little bit. Back to slow burn. And it still has that, yeah, I think it's showing off that duller coloration even a little bit better with just these two lights on. And I did have it just in this configuration for about 2 hours throughout the day. But I noticed I was getting a lot more growth when I switched back to just having them all on, leaving the blue Orphic LED on all day, rather than turning it off for a couple hours during the day. Alright, let's see. Oof. Sorry for that, guys. Let's see what happens when we turn on the blue bar. Turn off the OR2 day bar and the T5. That's what the blue does. It gives a hell of a lot of blue. A hell of a lot of fluorescence. It's far, thankfully it's not the old OR1 bar. That blue was insanely blue and it would just tint all of your water. It was like you were looking through a whole blue sheet. If you look through to the other side, things would be blurry because there was so much blue in the tank. It was just two colors. Now that the spectrum is mixed, it looks far better. And I do enjoy looking at the tank this way for about the last hour of lighting. And that is not representative of what I see. I cannot get it to color match what I'm seeing right now. So I'm sorry about that. This will show how much color. Wow, it doesn't look like that at all. And I don't know how to make it look look the way I'm seeing it, except looking through orange glasses. Just let me do that. Let's see if that is any better. There we go. Okay, well, that's not what I see either, but that's pretty awesome looking through them like that. This Lobo keeps getting knocked over, not the clownfish, the Lobophilia. Gets knocked over every single day by the turbo snail that thinks that he can go anywhere he wants. Alright, as long as we're here, there's my TSA Sin City, but the branches are getting branchier. there's the Optimus Prime from TSA as well. That just keeps on cresting. I love it. Alright guys, it's getting a little ridiculous now. If you could see down there at the bottom of that Christmas Monty, that's all new growth, that dark. All this light is new growth, and we got cut off, but the only thing that has changed for me is this MP40 that's providing all this new growth. There's the Walt Disney. Let's see it from the side with the orange glasses. Buddy, there you go. And can we see why I like this bushy devil way more with the orange glasses? Oh man. That's pretty neat. That's gonna be pretty cool when it gets big, when it grows up. Alright, now that we're done with the blue, we will turn on the T5s. See what it looks like with the blue and the T5. Still far too blue. This is a lot closer to the way I see it. Thanks to the T5, since they have a usable spectrum, that blue is kind of, I mean, it's super usable. It's just that's not the way you want it to look during the day, in my opinion. And here comes the day bar, and now you saw that big click over. You can tell kind of hot spots all up here, up at the top of the rock, that just kind of clicked on. You can see how bright and shimmery it is there. It also shimmered and got a lot brighter right up in this area, right up under that stylo, and right up over here. What I should have done when building this tank was build the rock work a lot higher. I didn't have that much rock work. I went from a 75 to a 125, and I kind of used all I could. Then I cured and obviously put more rocks in, but so that's just a quick little lighting update, showing you what all the lights look like, what they look on in different formats. I'm still unclear on what I'm going to do next for lighting. I think it might stay this way for a little while longer. I do have some lighting updates on the frag tank. I have whole updates I haven't gotten to on the frag tank yet. Things have been a little hectic here, but I'll get to that shortly. And until next time, see you, Reefers.